Hello all. Welcome to another session in this course. As part of this session, I am going to cover the next topic under the flow control statements. That is, under the conditional or selection statements category of the flow control statements, I am going to cover the switch case. Okay, in the previous session, I have covered about the other conditional or selection statements like if else, if else, right? But in this session, I'm going to cover switch case for you. Okay. After that, in the next session, we'll go for the iterative or looping statements and so on. Okay. For now, switch case. So let's get started with the switch case under the conditional selection statements of the flow control statements. Okay. So what is switch case? So let me go here and let me tell you under the conditional slash selection statements under conditional or selection statements. Okay, we have different conditional or selection statements like if else. Then we have the next one as if if else. Okay, and followed by the last one, that is switch case. Okay, switch case. These are the four items we have under this conditional or selection statements. In this, but the first three are already covered in the previous session. Now in this session, I'm going to cover the switch case. Whatever I highlighted in red color, that I'm going to cover in this session. Okay. So let's get started with the switch case. So here, let me write the code for the switch case. Okay. So how the switch case will work. Okay. Otherwise, before I explain anything about a switch case, let me explain something for you guys. Okay. So that you can understand switch case properly. Okay. Before I explain practical, before I write a program for explaining about switch case or practical demonstrating the switch case, right? Let me explain something. Assume that there is a hotel. Okay. Let's assume that this is a hotel. In this hotel, this area where chefs will be working. Okay. Just visualize like there is a hotel and in the hotel, some chefs are actually preparing the food. Now, in the hotel, there are some tables placed. Okay. There are some tables placed so that the guests can arrive at this hotel and they can get seated at this hotel tables and they can have some food. Okay. So let's say one guest has come, the customer has come otherwise. Okay. The customer. Okay. The customer has come here. The customer has come here to the hotel and sat on one of the table. The customer has come here and sat on one of the table. The moment the customer came and sat on this particular table, from the other side, from the hotel side, okay, a person we generally called as a waiter, okay, waiter has come. What is the what the waiter generally does in a hotel? The waiter will, the moment you sit and get comfortable at your table, right? The waiter will come and ask you what you want, sir, right? So whatever you ask, that only the waiter will bring, right? Whatever you ask, that only the waiter will bring, subject to if that particular item is available in the hotel. Okay, the same thing will happen. For example, you are asking for pasta. Okay, you asked for pasta. The waiter will go to the kitchen and okay, create the order, and once the order is prepared, the food item pasta is prepared, the pasta will be served. Since you asked for pasta, pasta will be served. If you are asking for pizza, pizza will be served. If you ask for noodles, noodles will be served. If you ask for some other item like burger, burger will be served. If you ask for sandwich, sandwich will be served. If you ask for some item which is not there in the hotel, waiter will simply say that we don't have such item at our hotel, sir. We only have these items known as pasta, pizza, burger, noodles. Okay, sandwich, like that. The waiter will say. So this is what is the thing, right? I want to convert this scenario into a program. Okay, if I have to convert this scenario into a program where whatever the customer is asking, the waiter has to bring that. I know that only item. Okay, if that is the case, we can do something like this. Okay, let me go here and create a new file, guys. Okay, I'll just write switch demo.js. Okay, switch demo.js, and here I'll write the code here. What I'll write here is I'll just write let let food item. Okay, let food item is equal to, I'll write like this, let food item is equal to, let food item is equal to, what is the food item? Let's say the food item is pasta. Okay, the food item is pasta. Like this I'll write let food item is equal to pasta. Now switch. This is the syntax, guys, which is a keyword followed by circular brackets will be the starting of the switch case, ending of the switch case. In between the circular brackets, I need to place this food item. Simple. Switch food item. Okay. Now, in this switch case, I can create multiple cases. Okay. First case. What is the keyword I'm using here? Freshly. Switch is one keyword. Case is another keyword. Okay. Case is another keyword that we need in the while writing the switch selection statements or switch conditional statements. After the case, you provides double quotes and give an item like, pizza, and put a colon symbol here. Okay, colon symbol here. After the colon symbol, whatever the code you want to write under the case as a block, okay, that you can write here. For example, I would like to write sample print statement here. Here is your pizza. Okay, when this particular case got executed, right, this particular statement should be run. Okay, then after the code under the case, this particular case got is completed, then provide break statement. Okay, there's something known as break statement. I'll explain more about this break statement. Okay, why we need to write break. You see three keywords came: switch case, switch is one keyword, case is another keyword, break is another keyword came. Okay, now second case pasta colon console dot log. here is your here is your pasta. Okay, here is your pasta. Then again, I'll write break statement. The next one, again case, pizza, pasta, noodles. Okay, for noodles case, I'll write, okay, here are your noodles. Here are your noodles. And again, I'll write a break statement. Okay, I'll write a break statement here. Then case, you see for every case, I'm giving some label for the case. After the colon symbol, I'm writing some code. And to end the case, I'm writing the break statement. Okay. We don't have open curly brace and close curly brace here. Okay. The case will start with the colon symbol and, we generally have to write the break to break the case. Okay. So like that. Okay. So for now, you just imagine like that. Okay. Now the next item here is, let's go with some items, let's go with this only three items: pizza, pasta, noodles. Okay. Then I'll finally write default. Okay. Another keyword is a fourth keyword, default. In this, while explaining the switch case, you are learning different keywords. Switch is one keyword, case is one keyword, break is one keyword, and default is another keyword. Okay, default colon, and here write down console.log. Okay, we only serve, pizza, pasta, noodles. Okay, if you ask some other item apart from this pizza, pasta, noodles, this default case will get executed and you'll get this printed. Okay, fine. Now this is the thing, guys. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, let food item is equal to pasta. Switch food item case pasta, case noodles default. This what is the syntax of the switch case, guys. This is how the switch case is one of the example of the switch case where switch off one item. Okay, you just write it here. Inside this switch case, starting of the switch case, ending of the switch case, will have multiple cases. You can have any number of cases. There is no limit. But at the end, you can write default case. If none of these cases matches, they'll directly go with the default case. For example, if you're asking for pasta, the food item is pasta. Pasta matching with pizza. Is pasta matching with pizza? No. This case will be skipped. It will not be executed. This case will be ignored. The next case will be verified. Okay. Pasta. Food item is pasta. Pasta matching with pasta? Yes. Since pasta is matching with pasta, the code inside this case will get executed. That is, here is your pasta will be printed. After that got printed, the next statement is break. Break will take you out of the switch case. You'll come out of the switch case. No more cases will get executed. Break will break the switch case and you'll be out. Okay. So just see here what I'm doing. I'll just trying to run the code to see whether here is your pasta only is getting. If you are asking for pasta, okay, this switch case is like a waiter and this is like a customer. Okay, this statement is like a customer in this example. In this example, the customer who has sought on the table is this particular line, and the one who is actually okay serving. Okay, the waiter who is actually serving you is switch case. Okay, if you ask the waiter for pasta, waiter should serve you the pasta only, right? So this switch case will serve you the pasta. If you ask for pasta, switch case will serve you for pasta. If you ask for pizza, the switch case will serve you only pizza. If you ask for noodles, the switch case will only serve for noodles. If you ask for some other item like a sandwich or something, since sandwich is not there here, default case will be executed. Okay, and we only serve pizza, pasta, noodles will be printed. Okay, fine. Anyhow, I'll just going to show you switch demo.js. Run it and see that what is happening. Okay, there is a mistake in this. Let me clear it. Node switch demo.js. Run this. Here is your pasta will be printed. Here is your pasta will be printed, guys. Got it clear? Here is your pasta will be printed. Now, next item. Next item is what if I provide here something like noodles? If I provide noodles, what will happen in this case? Noodles matching with pizza? No, this case will be skipped. Noodles matching with pasta? No, this case will be skipped. Noodles matching with noodles? Yes. We'll go inside this case and here are your noodles will be printed and break will take you out of the switch case. Now run this, you see, here are your noodles got printed. Next one. Next one, if I ask for pizza, what will happen? The first item itself, right? Pizza matching with pizza. Yes, it's matching. Okay. Pizza matching with pizza. Food item matching with pizza. Yes, food item is having pizza. Pizza matching with pizza. So we'll go inside the switch case and here is your pizza will be printed and break will take you out of the switch case so that none of the other cases will be executed. Okay. Only this case should get executed. If you ask for pizza, they should not serve you the pasta, noodles and all those stuff, right? That's the reason. Okay. Here is your pizza. Now, what if you ask for something which is not there here? For example, if I ask for burger, okay, if I ask for burger, is burger matching with pizza? No, case is switched. Is burger matching with pasta? No, the case is switched. Is burger matching with noodles? No, the case is switched. Okay, if none of the cases matches, then directly we'll go to the default case. We only serve pizza, pasta, noodles will be printed. And since it is the last case, there is no need of the break. Okay. Anyhow, you are going to come out of the switch case after this default case. There is no need to put break here. That's not required. Okay. You see, we only serve pizza, pasta, noodles got printed in the output. Okay. Fine. Now, now here food item is what? Food item is it's a string literal. What if I can I give some numerical literal apart from the apart from this string literal? Can I give the numerical literal here? Yes, we can give the numerical literal. Case 0, case 1, case 2. Okay, case 2. Like this, if I give, you can do that. Okay, whatever the item that you are giving in the switch case here, that condition you are giving here in the switch case or expression you are giving the switch case, okay, which is nothing but a value or a string literal or whatever it is, that should match with the case value. Okay, so 2 matching with 0, no, pizza won't be printed. Okay, this case will be ignored. 2 here, 2 is there matching with 1, yes. Sorry, no. Okay, this will be skipped. 2 matching with 2, yes. Here are your noodles will be printed. Break will take you to the switch case. Okay, just run here and you see what is happening. You see, in place of the string literal, I have provided the number. Okay, numerical literal. Okay, still it is working. Here are your noodles got printed because this 2 is matching with 2. Similarly, you can give boolean values and many other things are possible here, guys. But if I have to make this program look good, it's better to have it in a string manner. Okay, so I'll just say Control Z otherwise. Okay, so I don't have to change. I'll just everything. I'll change it everything. You see, burger. And if I ask for pasta, pasta will be served. Okay, all these things you already know. Now, what will happen if you don't write the break? Let me remove the break for a while. Okay, let me remove the break for a while. Okay, let's wherever the break is there, I'll remove it. Now, if I ask for pasta, and here food item matching with pasta matching with pizza, no, this case will be skipped. Next case, we'll go here to the ninth line. Pasta matching with pasta, yes, we'll go inside this. Here is your pasta will be printed. Here is your pasta will be printed. After that, is there any break statement? No. If there is no break statement here, what will happen? If there is no break statement, automatically you will go inside the another case, that is noodles. Okay, even though it's not matching also, you are asked for pasta, but since there is no break statement, you enter into the pasta case. But after that, there is no, by default, you have an entry into every case. Okay, noodles here, you asked for pasta, but here is your pasta, here are your noodles, and at the same time we only serve pizza, pasta, noodles also will be printed. Okay, so these you will fall down, guys. Okay, from wherever you enter into one of the case, right, from there till the end of this switch case, you will fall down. Okay, all the statements till the end of switch case will get executed. So just see here what is happening. Node switch demo.js. You see, you asked for only pasta here. The customer is asking for pasta, but since the switch case, the waiter doesn't have the breaks here. Okay, he entered into pasta, he served the pasta. After serving the pasta, waiter has also served you the noodles because you are falling down. Because of there is no break statement here, you are falling down till the end. Okay, here are your noodles, and at the same time, waiter is saying we only serve pizza, pasta, noodles. Okay, so this is a problem. That is the reason we have to put break. Okay, so if I put pizza here without breaks, first case itself is matching. Here is your pizza, no break. Here is your pasta, no break. Here are your noodles, no break. We only serve pizza, pasta, everything will be printed. Okay. Just see here what is happening. All the statements, all these statements in the switch case will get executed. You see all the 4 statements. Here is your pizza, here is your pasta, here are your noodles. If we only serve pizza, pasta, noodles, everything will be printed. Clear? Okay, this is what is the thing that will happen. Okay, so that's the reason we have to put break statement. Okay, some people will intentionally remove the break statement according to their logic, but generally we have to put break statements, guys. Okay, so this is what is a switch case, guys. This is what is a switch case, and you can know more about the switch case here. Let me, I collected some notes for you. So whatever the notes I have not taken you to the notes yet, right? These notes I'll take you as a to summarize this conditional or selection statements. Let's go through these two notes. Okay. In the next session we'll go to the iterative or looping statements. But for now, let's go through these notes to cross check that we have understood everything or not. Okay. Just to cross check whether we have understood everything or not. Let's go through these notes. Okay, explain conditional statements in JavaScript in an easy, organized, and step-by-step manner. Okay, so what are conditional statements? So far, whatever the four statements I have covered so far, what are the four statements? If else, if else, if else, switch. All these four are the conditional or selection statements, guys. Based on one condition, based on a condition or conditional expression, some set of code will get either executed or not executed. Okay, if the condition is resulting in true, okay, the code either will get executed or not executed. Okay, based on the result of this condition, like true or false, the code that is there in the program will or will not get executed. Okay, you see this is like this, guys. Okay? Conditional statements are something like, if it is raining, take an umbrella, otherwise wear sunglasses. Okay, if it is raining, take umbrella, otherwise wear if else, right? If it is raining, take umbrella, else wear the sunglasses. This is a real world example anyhow. Okay, such kind of things, if you want to represent in the programming, you have to use conditional statements or selection statements, whatever you call in the JavaScript, you can use. Types of the conditional statements in JavaScript are if else, if else, and switch statements. Apart from this, they are also including ternary operator. You can also include, guys. Okay, I already covered about this ternary operator in the operators part. Okay, operator session. So I am not covering this as part of this session. Either you can put this in operators part, or you can also put this ternary operator in conditional statements part. That's okay, but majorly these are the four conditional statements, guys. If else, if else, and switch statement. Ternary is already covered in the previous sessions. Then coming to the if statements. Okay, you already have understood this if statement, right? If a is greater than b, then do something like that. Okay, if else also I covered in the previous session with example. Another example is there. Yeah, you see, in either in if or if else, if only one condition will be there, here also one condition is there, in if else also, in if also one condition, in if else also one condition. But coming to the if else, more than one condition. You see, one, two, three. Is there any limit for how many number of conditions? No. Final part will the else block. Okay. And coming to the switch case, okay. Here, what about the switch case? Here, one conditional expression kind of stuff will be there that should match with any of these cases. Okay, that can match with any of the cases. So, what if tomorrow, if you have to convert the switch case into the if else, what will happen? Is it possible? Can I convert this switch into the if else? Yes, that is possible, guys. Let me write it here itself. If I have to convert this particular item into, I'll just copy this. I'll just copy this and for the same switch case, what will happen if I write the if else logic, if else dot js. Okay, if I go here and paste the code, and here let food item is there, and here instead of writing like this, I'll write if food item, okay, dot is double equal to, sorry, if food item is double equal to pizza, like this I have to write food item double equal to pizza, then do this. Okay, then just press tab key here, and then else if food item double equal to pasta, starting of the else if block, and this line, paste it. Okay, the next else if food item is equal to, is double equal to, is equal to noodles, then we'll be printing this part. Finally, else this one, you write like this. This also works in the same fashion, guys. This also works in the same fashion of the switch case. You can either write the switch case, or you can write if else kind of things. Okay, but here how many times you are using food item? In these conditions, how many times you are using the food item? 1, 2, 3 times. Okay. If more cases are there, more times you have to use a food item. But in this switch case, only one time you are using. You see, in the beginning only you are using. You are not comparing food item is equal to pizza, food item is equal to pasta, food item noodles every time, right? Here, what is happening? Food item is equal to pizza. Is if it is equal to food item is equal to pasta, food item is equal to noodles. Like that, you are comparing. Multiple times you have to use this food item. Okay. In every condition, I have to use a food item variable. That's one thing that is not there in the switch case. Second thing about this is here only equal condition is there, right? Here only equal condition is there. You see here food item pizza. Food item is equal to pizza or not. Food item is equal to pasta or not. Food item is equal to noodles or not. Can I say food item is equal to pizza, greater than pizza here? Can the switch case can be, you know, can have greater than, less than kind of stuff? No, it's only equal. Okay. So one thing that is not possible with the switch cases, you cannot have this complex conditions. Equal to conditions are there, but greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, not greater than or equal to, all these things won't be there here in the switch case. When you are writing this food item in the switch circular brackets, right, it's automatically equal to pizza or not, equal to pasta or not, equal to noodles or not equal to or less than or less than or like greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or not possible in the switch case. If you have to go with less than, greater than, equal to, less than or equal to, all those stuff, then you have to better go with this kind of things. You have to create complex conditions here. Okay. Fine. Otherwise, you have to come to the switch case is straightforward equal to by default it is there, and you don't have to explicitly mention food item equal to pizza because automatically it will understand. Okay. To simplify the kind of situation where the condition is equal to, then you can go with the switch case. Okay. Either you can go with the if else, and most of the cases people will go with the switch case in this kind of situation when you have multiple options for the same condition, and if you are comparing the equal to operator here, then go with the switch case. Simple words. Okay. So not always will be using the if else. If you see, it will become lengthy. You see, the number of lines also will become lengthy. It doesn't look good. But switch case is more readable. Okay, more looks more better and all those stuff. Okay, then yeah, I'll be explaining more about that, guys. Okay, I'll be explaining more about that switch case now. Let's go here. One more article is there. Okay, let me open the notes and explain you about the switch case here. I hope you understood what exactly is the difference between the if else and switch case. Okay. Okay, you see, the switch statement in JavaScript is a control structure used to perform different actions based on different conditions. It is an alternative to multiple statements and particularly useful when you need to compare a single value against a series of possible matches. Okay, single value across possible matches. Okay, in that case, we generally go with the switch case. Okay, okay, here switch expression will be there, and this expression is by default equal to kind of comparison will be done. Okay. The expression is evaluated only once. Whatever the expression you are writing is, only one time you have written the expression. But coming to the if else, if you are going with the if else kind of this, multiple conditional expressions will be there. Multiple conditional condition expressions will be there. And they have to be evaluated multiple times. But here, only one time the expression will be there. The value of the expression is compared with the value of each case. If it matches, okay, triple equal to comparison, corresponding block of code will be executed. The break statement prevents and all, if no match, already all these things I have explained you. Okay, there's nothing here, right? String, you can either put a number here or you can put a string here, whatever it may be. Okay, string comparison. Okay, fall through behavior also. If break statements are not there, what will happen? I also covered. Default case is optional. It's not compulsory to have the default case, guys. Okay, if you don't have the default case and if you're asking for some item which is not there in this case, what will happen? For example, if I ask for burger, you'll not get any output, guys. Okay, you'll not get any output. You see, no output will come. Okay, that if you put default case, output will come. It's not compulsory case. Default case is optional. Okay, default case is optional. Data types allowed in the switch cases, I explained you with the numbers and strings. You can try with boolean, okay, expressions and variables and all you can try. Okay, in place of this food item, it's no need to be string. It can be a number, it can be a boolean value, it can be anything. Okay, so just go with that. Then fine. What is the difference between switch case and if else? Compare one value with many. Okay, here one value is being compared with many items. Single expression compared with different case items. Right? Then complex conditions or ranges. Okay, for complex here complex conditions are not possible, guys. Here you cannot write a greater than or equal to b, and double and b less than or equal to c, like that kind of big complex conditions you cannot provide here. It is very simple, straightforward. Okay, but here in if condition you can give any type of conditions. Okay, you can make the things complex. Food item not equal to, okay, burger. This kind of conditions can I give in the switch case? No. This kind of conditions are not possible in the switch case, guys. Only straightforward triple equal to are possible. Okay. Triple equal to is possible. Okay. You can convert this triple equal to into if else. Okay. Here, triple equal to. In switch case, by default, it is triple equal to. So that's the thing, guys. Okay. That's another thing, like complex conditions are possible only in if else. Okay. Like that. Okay. So use switch to replace long chains of if else for equality checks. Okay. For equality checks, replace switch case with the, okay. So use switch case to replace if you have lengthy if else kind of stuff, instead of writing multiple conditional expressions and writing complex conditions and all, right, you can simply go with the switch case for simplicity. But if you have complex conditions, then you have to better go with the if else kind of stuff. Okay. Fine then. Hope guys you got some idea about the switch case here. I tried my level best in explaining. Hope you got the idea of what exactly is switch case, and with this we are done with the conditional or selection statements, guys. Okay, if else, and switch all these items are completed. In the next session, I'm going to cover about the iterative or looping statements. Till then, see you. Bye bye.